But I like gold because gold is God's money. You know, gold and silver have been here since the earth was formed, and it'll be here long after we're all gone. So gold will always be here no matter what the markets are doing. So that's why my foundation is gold, the second layer is real estate, and the third level is intellectual property of patents and things like this. That's my wealth. Part of this, we're going to do fake pensions. Mm-hmm. Where my generation is toast is that they actually believe there's a pension. So this thing is fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. Mm-hmm. And it all starts with fake money. So in 1971, the US dollar became fake. And this book starts with me flying behind enemy lines in 1972. I was a Marine pilot, and I was looking for real money, gold. So this book starts with me flying behind enemy lines looking for gold. Because when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard in 71, he made it illegal. He also made it illegal for Americans to own gold. Imagine that. It was a criminal offense to own gold. I didn't know what gold was. So I fly behind enemy lines. I meet this little woman, a Vietnamese woman. She got bright red teeth. They chew beetle nuts there. And I tried to get a discount on gold. So gold back in 71 was 35 an ounce. It was now about $50 an ounce in 72. So it was going up. Yeah. So I said, I think I'll buy some gold. Trouble is, I didn't know what gold was. Most Americans don't know what gold is because they've never seen it, because they made it illegal for Americans to own gold. And we now have everything fake. It's tragic. Mm-hmm. So it's fake money. The only reason fake money can persist because you have to have fake teachers. What do our schools teach us about money? Nothing. And we buy these fake assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and we save fake money. That's what I wrote.
A lot of the central banks in the world have been buying gold. In fact, they've been buying more gold now in the last 12 months than probably any time since the early 70s. Why are central banks buying so much gold, and particularly the Russians?
Each central bank has a little bit of their own narrative. The Russians obviously are afraid that dependency on the US dollar could make them vulnerable. The Chinese are also buying lots of gold. But interestingly enough, so too are the Indians and a number of other countries. Essentially, what you see by the absence of central bank selling of gold and the purchase by particularly Eastern countries of gold is an understanding that most of what are counted as reserves in these central banks are really ephemeral. Most central bankers want to weaken their currencies, and that usually means printing, figuratively or literally. Gold is the only currency that can't be printed, and I can tell you in the mining business, you almost can't really find it in any size any longer. So when you have central bankers trying to debase their currencies and the mining companies can't find it, you have a very interesting currency. And it's the only asset which these central banks have that isn't somebody else's liability. When you own gold, it just is what it is. You own it.
Now, some of the central banks have the view, as you kind of alluded to, that owning a lot of dollars makes you very dependent on the U.S. economy, and how the value of the dollar goes is not something you can control. Not that you can control the price of gold, but it's something you can touch and feel, and you know it's more solid, and it gives people comfort. Generally, I think it's right, and I'd like to hear your comment on this, when people are worried about the economy, they're worried about whether there's dislocations occurring in the economy or so forth, they tend to go to gold. Why is that? Why do people feel comforted when they buy gold as opposed to having paper currency?
For the simple reason that they know that gold is scarce, and that throughout history, paper has always been debased. So, since the Federal Reserve was established, the value of the dollar has gone from $1 to 7 cents. Gold, on the other hand, has risen in value. So when you look at it, it's not an unreasonable proposition. It's like Ray Dalio made a very good comment, I think, very succinct, rational.
He's the head of Bridgewater, very successful hedge fund.
And hyper-rational, as he would say. And he said, the case for gold, when you strip away the emotion, is that it's just another currency, like the yen, the dollar, the Aussie, the Swiss franc. And those who don't understand what gold means either don't understand the history of it or don't understand the markets, and that everyone should just own some gold as you would own any other currency.
So this is 2020, and there is this temptation that you want to invest in something, but you are looking at the risk. Do I really have the balls to actually accept what comes with it? You are seeing the fall in the prices of crypto. You are like, what should I really invest in? Now, don't look further. I want to introduce a platform to you that has been bought. The blockchain, it has been brought and customized to actually suit you. I present to you gold standard. And what is this gold standard about? It's all about the digital gold token. It's not different from anything you know. It's the same way you've been, it's the same gold, but it has been customized because we'll see some of the problems that we actually face when we try to buy gold. What are some of the problems? We talk about the issues of security. Is this thing actually secure? Am I going to be private? Is the whole world going to know that I just bought gold? I want to buy gold and a lot of stuff. Is there no cost? Is this going to take a lot of my money? And how can I be sure that this stuff is transparent and all that the transaction fees? And there are many things. You maybe also think about, what if I want to buy gold from a third party? Like, how am I sure that this gold is something that they say, or just something that exists in the thing? You get us all. So this whole stuff, the issues of privacy and all that is what prompted the gold platform to say, okay, let's bring in the blockchain. Gold has been there, it has given a lot of returns over time, and investors have gotten enormous confidence in this platform. Let's bring the thousands of years of experience, and let's bring the blockchain that has been there for over a decade now, and let's infuse it together to create something that is actually tangible. That is why they brought the ERC20 token that says, okay, let's say it's equals to 1 gram of gold. So how do we do it? We say each gold is going to be 100%. Each gold token is going to be 100% backed by physical gold in our vault. And then investors can actually verify it anytime they want. And it's going to take away the privacy concerns and all that. So how do you go about this stuff? This stuff can be purchased on the Bitforest platform. So once you purchase one gold token, it's worth 1 gold. Now, once you purchase that, you can be rest assured that your gold is somewhere. Now, where can you actually store your gold token? There are some compatible wallets that you can actually use to store. Wow, the Meta wallet, you will know it. What about MetaMask? What about Garda? What about Ledger, Trezor, and a host of other platforms? So now you can easily buy gold from the comfort of your home without worrying about the many processes. So guys, this is the website, gold.storage. You'll get the platform. You will learn more. You can click on the white paper. You can reach to the customer support. And that is all. Thank you very much for watching my video, and bye for now.